Hello YouTube. Today we'll be reviewing the LASFIT LED lighting kit. And this is specifically the H4 bulbs for my Honda CR-V. It's 12 volt, 36 watts total, 3800 lumens per bulb. It has an all-in-one compact design, built-in ballast, which is awesome, and I'll explain why in a minute or so. It's a small size, strong power, has a nice light pattern. The heat and electric have separated technology to get the heat out, and it has turbo cooling technology in it, and the lifespan is supposed to be 30,000 hours. So when we open up the box, it comes in a very nice box by a very professional. My background on this is I actually have LED lights on my Honda CR-V right now, but one, they're kind of generic, and two, they're not surviving as long as I thought they would. So I am glad that I got these LED bulbs from LASFIT here. So we open up the box, and right off the bat, it's a lot more stylish and than the last LED bulbs I had. You have an elite club, they want you to leave reviews, and you can become eligible for prototypes and stuff like that. That's kind of cool. It has a product manual, which tells you how to install it. Okay. And then it has the actual bulbs themselves. And if we look at this design, it's a nice, cool, all-in-one design here. My last LED bulbs, they had a ballast that you had to connect in between the bulb and the car output for electricity. But these seem to be really good, really lightweight too. Has a fan right in there, and two LED diodes right there. So we're looking pretty good. So we're gonna install these and wait till tonight, but what I want to also tell you is that I'll be putting back the original halogen bulbs that came with the Honda CR-V. We're going to install those. I'm going to show you what those look like, and then we're going to install these new LED lights from LASFIT, and we're going to compare what they look like to standard halogen bulbs. So just a really quick aside here. Here are my current LED bulbs. You see that there's a ballast that hooks up to the car output and goes into the bulb. They're also a pain to install, but now I'm having problems with this one. It's basically flashing. It seems like this box went bad, and that's after I replaced this box once. I actually bought 2 sets of these. The other one's still doing well, but it's not going to mean much if your car lights are flashing. And the last thing that with these LED bulbs is that I had to take out the fuse to the daytime running lights because they would flicker if they were daytime running lights. So I reinstalled the factory stock bulbs back. Notice that just uses the connector. There's no, it's just a regular bulb. And I also got the daytime running lights working again by reinserting the fuse I had to pull out last time when I had the old LED bulbs in. So we're gonna check the stock bulbs, but there's one check I want to do right now. Seeing that I've got the fuse in for the daytime running lights, I want to just see if these LASFIT LED bulbs will work stock with the daytime running lights or not. My last LED bulbs did not, so we're going to try that next. So all I did was I took the power from the original bulb, which is still in, by the way, it's over here, and I just plugged it into the LASFIT LED bulb, and I'm just going to put the key in the ignition and just turn it so that the power turns on. So I've got the key in the ignition. I'm going to just turn it on like that. The lights are still off, by the way. So we're going to turn the lights on. We're not going to turn the lights on at all. They're off. And then we're going to go check and see if the light is working with the daytime running lights. Which it totally is. It's doing a great job. It's not flickering at all. Not flickering at all. And it's very bright for what it is. So far so good. So we're getting dark here. And I was looking at the manual. I gave it a good read before I install these, but again, we're going to check the regular halogen bulbs before we install these. But I did want to bring something up that I found. First off, the build quality is way better than my old LED bulbs. This is the one plug that comes out, and it's just an extension right to the car. The ballast and everything is installed in here, so there's no little box. And the thing I want to show you is, I know on the CR-V that sometimes it can be a pain to fit this thing in there. So what you can do is, I don't know if you can see this, but if you see the little notches right there, this attachment point, it rotates around, and these dots can come right off the light there. So let me show you that. So again, I just want to show you that this part right here, there's these little dimples there and these little notches, and if you just line them up just by twisting this, you gotta be careful because it is sheet metal, so it can cut your hands. But if you line them up, there you go, it comes off. And then what you'll do is you'll mount this in the car first with a little clip. There's a metal clip, and then you'll put the bulb in after this is mounted in the housing, and you'll twist it around until it locks in. So it's just another way of installing the bulb and a smart way of doing it. Okay, so it'll fit in like that, and you just turn it when it'll be locked in there. So you just turn this slightly, and then this will connect right to your power connector, and you'll be all set. Just for comparison, here's the daytime running lights, which you probably can't see much of, but they're actually on, and that's with the stock halogen bulbs. These are the stock halogen bulbs, and they're going out to part of my front yard, just to show you that wall out there, that stone wall is about a good 25 feet away, 30 feet maybe, and you'll see that the beam does not go that far to the left or the right. It goes more straight ahead, and this camera is actually doing a little bit of justice. It's a little bit brighter in real life, but it only spreads a little bit more to the left and right, and it's honestly not that bright. So we're back in the car, and I adjusted the lights for where they should be. Okay, let's go to standard. Standard looks like this. It's pretty bright. Again, we're going to look at the same point where we had the halogen bulbs for a reference, but just to show you against the garage doors. Again, it's a little bit brighter than on camera because the camera's not as good at picking up light at night. And here's the high beams, which are a lot brighter, and they spread out more. So let's take this thing for a drive now that everything's all set. Okay, here we go. Remember, in my neighborhood, it's very dark around here. There's not a lot of street lights. There's only one street light right near my house. And these are the normal running bulbs. I can clearly see about 15 feet in front of me, clearly. And the wide angle of the light helps light up the whole road. So we're doing pretty good. We're gonna try the high beams in a second. Let's just drive about another 30 seconds with these normal lights on the headlights here. And again, the great thing is that they're not up at like your face. They're balanced just correctly. They're on the road and they're pointing down the road. So they're doing a good job. They're not going to blind anyone. Go right down this road. Okay. All right, let's try the high beams out. High beams. And they angle the light right down the road, and they light up everything in your way. So they do exactly what they're supposed to do. It's quite a shift because it makes the light go down the road further. So I can clearly see in front of me, like really, really good. We're talking at least 40, 35 feet down the road. Some of these are hills, so that's high beams for you. Still on standard lighting here to pull back in the driveway. And that is my review of the LASFIT LED headlights, which work very, very well. I recommend them. And I just hope that they last a lot longer than my original LED lights. And anything's better than the stock halogen bulbs. And I recommend upgrading to LED lights. If you have stock halogen bulbs, they last longer. They're just better overall. So that is my review of the LASFIT LED bulbs. As always, if you like this video, found it useful, please subscribe. And if you have a product that you would like reviewed, please contact Eric by emailing him at eric5150diy@gmail.com. Have a great day.